hi, hey. Some of you have popped over from my other account. Awesome. Thanks for being here. So I'm Amy, and I just wanted to pop onto a live. I have like an hour exactly before my next appointment. So hi Celeste, I just saw your text come through, girl, but I'm on live. So funny, the timing. So how is everybody today? Welcome. I'm Amy. If it's your first time here, I'm sitting in the rain. Like, I really just want to be outside, but it's raining, so just a little sprinkling. Hopefully it'll not get too crazy. But I'm Amy, and I am one of the faces behind Raise the Vibe Tribe. So thanks, Vintage Vibe. I appreciate that. So welcome, and so I do energy therapy readings, teach classes. My background before that was in nursing and hypnotherapy. So I'm in Dallas, Texas. Where's everybody else at? How are you guys? And what's it like where you are? Yeah, it's raining again, which I love it. So the last time I came on live, it was raining. We just get so much sun here that to have rain and overcast is like a real treat, So I'm really enjoying it. Oh, hi, Naomiva. Am I saying it right? 87. Welcome. I'm glad you guys can make it. And a few from Houston. Too cool. New York City. Very good. Not raining in Houston, though. Yeah, I think we got it. Oh, hometown of Dallas. It's not my original, like, hometown, but I love it. I don't think I really want to move anywhere else. I really like it here. So, hi, Giselle. Yeah, I do readings over the phone and Skype, so online or emails also, and just letting people join. So, hi. So, I love to just pop on. Sometimes I'll do readings. I have an event tonight where I'll be reading, and so I don't know how much reading I'll be doing today on the call, but if you guys have questions, like a topic to chat about, I love to speak about anything related to energy, spirituality, past lives, regressions, all of that kind of fun stuff. So I'm just watching all of the comments come in. Let's see. All right, so San Diego, very nice. And let's see, one moment here. Okay, just, all right, there we go. Had to fix something. All right, so let's see. Okay, this is a cool one. Jen, thanks for asking this question. I think everybody could relate to it about how do you know if you're on the right path. So for me, I know I'm on the right path when I wake up in the morning and I'm happy for the day and I feel like peace and comfort in my heart. Even if I'm going through challenges or hard times, there's always that like underlying sensation or knowledge that even though it might be really difficult, that it's worth it, or I'm where I'm supposed to be. So for me, it's just how I feel. If I start to get a lot of anxiety, then I know I'm off my path, and that's just kind of my system, how my physical body tells me if I'm in alignment or not. And then somebody asked another question that just popped by. Let's see, how many, I think it was about meditation. So, so how will you know if you're on the right path? I would say that as well. And also synchronicities are a big one. Like if you get a lot of synchronicities in your life, that's a sure sign that you're on your path. And also if you see a lot of angel numbers, and start tuning in to see, look those up and see what those messages are supposed to, like, what they're trying to relay to you, I should say, because some people will read into angel numbers a little bit different than other people. How often do you meditate? So my meditation practice is a little bit different now because I go into an altered state of consciousness at least 4 or 5 times a week, and that's I should say 4 or 5 days a week when I'm working. So when I do readings, I go into that space where you would go if you're meditating and access information. So so I don't typically like meditate often. If I can feel something's off on my system, then I go in and I do you could call it a cleansing meditation or something like that, energy therapy on myself. But before, I used to meditate, you know, like every day when I was tuning in and clearing my energy and activating my clair gifts. So, but I think meditation is really important, especially if you have a really busy job outside of the home, where you're dealing with a lot of energies and a lot of different personalities. If you have, you know, relationship issues, or if you live by family and they're always over. I mean, I just think meditation's nice because then you can come back to your frequency and your space, like your soul energy, and also clear your field. So those are some of the great benefits. And then also a lot of people will start to have their clair gifts activate through meditation, and then they can get their own messages from their higher self or their guides by tuning in and asking questions. Oh, okay, so let's see. Hi, hey everybody. You haven't got a meeting set up yet. Well, maybe sometime soon, or whenever you're drawn to it. Right now I'm booking into October, so if you guys are interested, I've been booking out maybe like 3 weeks, but I'm taking some time off the end of the month for a trip that I'm taking. So yeah, let's see. Do I drink alkaline water? I do, and actually feel a lot better when I drink alkaline water. I used to do that, is it Kangen water quite a bit. But yeah, I mean, I really want to get a water filtration like system and set up in our home. We just haven't done that yet because the one I want is kind of pricey. So haven't got there yet. But yeah, let's see. Is my third eye open? Yes, in the sense that that I see energy, I see non-physical beings, I can read auras. In that sense, yes. So, and do readings. And also, I guess, also in the sense that I'm aware of the duality on Earth and what's going on behind the scenes. So I would say yes. Cinnabunny, how do you know if you have any spiritual gifts and what they are? Oh, well, we all have spiritual gifts. We all have the ability to tune in with our intuition, to connect in with our clair gifts. It's more like strengthening them. So if you want to just look into I think there's 5 clair senses. So vision, sight, feeling, hearing, telepathy. What else? I don't know. I can't. It's like there's at least 5 of them, and I'm teaching a class. We have a full week about clair senses and activating them and tuning into your own frequency. So if anybody here is interested, it's a 5-week course to learn to channel, and it's based, like, the premise of the class is to help you so that you can give your own readings, like to yourself or others, and really how to tune in, recognize a guide, have the signs of, you know, true spirit guide, archangel. We go through dimensions and realms of non-physical beings, and then the different ways of channeling messages. So the information's pinned at the bottom at Angel Chat Classroom if you're interested. But we all have spiritual gifts, so it's just learning how to identify them and work with them, and trusting the process and trusting them. And it's definitely raining now. I don't want to move. I hope it'll pass, but we'll see. Let's see. Okay, Canbank said, if I have a difficult interview or meeting, should I sage myself? Saging is good if you put the intention behind it. You really need the intention. So for me, what works more thoroughly than sage is sound healing and visualization. So bringing light in, doing meditation like an aura cleanse. And you're feeling the interview didn't go so well, but you don't, oh, it already happened. Okay, what should I do to make sure my energy wasn't affected? Yeah, we have to change locations. You guys probably can't see it, but I'm getting wet here. It's like raining. Okay, hold on. I love it in the middle of the yard though. I just like being outside. But so as far as that, yeah, you can sage yourself if you want, or you can do what I just mentioned to you, like a light body meditation where you just visualize the different light frequencies coming in through your crown and all the different colors rushing through your chakras. That would be really, really good and beneficial. So, light within, I do know about dreams. Some dreams, everybody's dream is really tailored to their own energy and what they're going through. Sometimes it's a direct message or a memory, sometimes it's metaphoric, sometimes it's a guide coming through, so I can tune into those. Yeah, if you can I talk about self-sabotage? I don't really know what to say about that. I would say that like from a clinical perspective with hypnotherapy and stuff, if you consistently are doing something that's really harming yourself or sabotaging, then you might want to look into subconscious programming. Why is this happening? Energetically speaking, you could have another energy in your field, and if you wanted to do like an energy appointment with me, I could check for that, and I do release entities from people's field, their energy field. So, and I see that with clients where they're like, they have conflicting thoughts, or they do something really quickly and then they think, why did I do that? That's not like me. So there's those aspects, but it's such a broad topic, and just with my background, that's some stuff. But also for you, like what I'm getting is make goals and stick with them. I feel like you're not really holding yourself maybe accountable in the moment, so just make some goals and stick with those goals is what I'm really feeling would help you to, it's like being the stronger voice, being the stronger energy in a situation. So if you have two conflicting thoughts, think about which one really will benefit you and then stick with it, like hold yourself accountable for sure. And then let's see, alignment. Hi, Rich Kind. Alignment is when our energy, either our energetic body, our soul energy or spirit, they're different. So when we feel comfortable with something and it resonates with us, where we feel, a lot of people will feel it in their heart as a truth, or they get goosebumps, that can happen too. But alignment can mean different things. So it can mean, you know, that I agree and that feels good to me based upon like a conversation or a topic or somebody else's views on life. And then the other thing would be energetic alignment would mean your chakras are balanced, and they can pop out of alignment, just like with my cat is jumping on the trash can so loud. Chakras can pop out of alignment just like your physical body can. So if you would go see a chiropractor or something, so you would just get your system put back into place, and an energy therapist can help with that, or if you know how, you can do it through guided meditation too. So that's a couple of different ways. Let's see, just scrolling through. Yeah, how can you recharge yourself after you've allowed somebody to treat you badly? So I feel like just that statement in its own is just like you're exploring and learning, and you're understanding the different vibrations that are out there. And when somebody's energy comes at you, like it will embed itself or project at you. So the first step is to clear your field. So I would do a meditation and work with the archangel, because they're amazing. And I know, because I do energy work where I clairvoyantly can see energy, so I can go in and move stuff and pull stuff off people, you know, like clear chakras out. But if I call an archangel to come in, it's like half the work. They do an amazing job, and their vibration's so high. So I would call them in and be really specific and ask to release any projections, thought forms, attachments, hooks or anchors, cords, streamers, and I think I got it all from your field, first of all, and then start doing some meditation to just recharge. So if it's a chakra balancing meditation or an aura strengthening meditation, that's what you would want to do. And also, like, give yourself credit and don't be too hard on yourself. And so give yourself, you know, self-care and love and positive thoughts. So think positively of yourself. So that would really, really help you to recharge your energy for sure. I do think affirmations work. My daily ritual is kind of different, I think. I stay up late, so I get up a little bit late, and then I get ready for the day, and then I take clients like right away. And I like to do my readings in the morning, just so that I'm fresh and I don't have other stuff like, you know, on my mind. I just like to be in a clear space. So pretty much right after I wake up, I'm going into altered state of consciousness, which is the same place that you all would go if you're meditating or going in hypnosis. So I drop my brainwaves into that space. And it took years of practice and training, so now I can do it, you know, like in 5 seconds. You know, before, when I first started, it would take me maybe an hour, maybe 30 minutes to quiet my mind and get there. But after you quiet your mind, then you have to connect in with your energy, whatever way, like your strongest gift would be. But so right away, like I'll connect in, I'll feel the archangels in the room or the guides, whoever I'm working with that day, and then start hearing messages and get that. So then that's my day. I just start like right off, already in the thick of it all. So, but I would recommend, and this came up on other live, I'd recommend that meditation is really, really good, like in the morning. And so, so like my husband, he meditates every morning, and he does transcendental meditation, so he meditates every morning, and I believe that kind of in that train of thought you're supposed to meditate morning and night, but he has a system that works for him. So find what works for you, and meditating and eating healthy and exercising, like all of that, getting enough sleep is really, really good. So so thanks for the questions. Let's see. Oh, Giselle, okay, how to understand how to break the cycle of self-sabotage. I don't know if you wrote that like before or after I started answering. So I would say if you're having challenges with yourself, then maybe start working with a life coach or hypnotherapist, or you know, somebody that can motivate you and help you discern what's actually like really going on, if it's something super subconscious, and hold you to that. Okay, let's see. Hi, Dolores. Hi. Hey, everybody. I'm going to scroll to the bottom and then come back up. There's so many questions. I'm super far behind. Let's just do this. If you guys could just keep putting your questions in, then I'll just catch them as they come through. So, hi, Miss Singh. Hi. How do you describe real soulmates? So, for me, it's my belief based on experience. Sorry, I don't have a tripod, so it's kind of shaky here. Based on experience in my personal life, and then also, you know, working with clients and stuff, and studying past life hypnotherapy, which really delves a lot into soul family. So, so this is where all that info is coming from. But for me, I believe soulmates are souls or spirits, beings that we have a strong connection with, that we've had many lifetimes with, and that a lot of them, not always, but a lot of them are also soul family. So on the other side, on the other plane, we are with them. So we still have family and friends and communities, and they're a part of that group. And a lot of times soul family will incarnate together, and that's always fun. So it might be somebody in your family physically, or a friend, or a colleague, or just a neighbor, or something like that. But your vibration, their vibration is very similar. So then when you come into Earth together, it's this unspoken sense of like comfort and reassurance that you're not in it alone. So having said that, as far as like a romantic couple, you can have more than one soulmate, and some people have contracted before they came in that they were going to be with this one person, and I've seen where other times they haven't contracted in, so then they'll find somebody that feels like home to them. And so a lot of times too, like I have a friend who passed away, and after he passed away, he came through, and we've been communicating, not now because he's already incarnated back in, but when I opened up and I was able to communicate with him, that was probably like 10 years after he passed away. And so so we were talking, and then I saw him in a past life. So I know that we have, he was actually like a boyfriend, so I could have like been with him and all of that. Like, you know, it could have happened, like we got married, but it didn't. And he's a soulmate, but also my husband's a soulmate. So, and actually on the other side, they're friends, they know each other. So it goes way beyond this reality, you guys. It like goes seriously way beyond. And it also helps you put things in perspective. If you're having a hard time or a challenge, like this life can be over in a blink of an eye, is what it could feel like based on eternity, because our soul is eternal. So so yeah, so if you're looking for a soulmate or a life partner, the thing that worked for me was finding out who I was first, and I see that, and those, like, that's one of the messages that I get, like the general basis of it all the time in readings, is to clear your field, find out who you are, resonate at your own frequency, and then you'll vibrationally attract in your partner and a soulmate. So it's all about the law of attraction there. But if you have a bunch of energy in your field that doesn't belong to you, or a bunch of like nonsense going on, or emotions, or you just haven't done your work in clearing and all of that, you know, just like clearing your field out, then your vibration will be off, and it won't provide the most accurate and the quickest results. Like, you would know this if you keep attracting the same type of relationships that aren't healthy for you. So then it's like, okay, why am I doing this? I need to identify it, clear that vibration from my thoughts, from my energy, and next time it comes around, use it like learn from your past and notice the signs of, okay, here we go again, this isn't happening, and then have a boundary and be able to like say no and steer it in the next direction. So so yeah, so thanks for asking that. That was like I just went with that one, man. I don't know what sucker punch is as far as protection, natural ways, so I don't know. Let's see. I need to feel my brother's energy. Any messages from him? Thank you from Madriol. Okay, one moment. Yeah, I'm feeling his energy. So for you, I'm really feeling like if you could just do some more quiet time and ask him to come in. And you need to like maybe clear your energy first as well. So meditate. So like meditate for 30 minutes and then ask to connect with him because he's coming through. I feel him. He feels a little bit, I don't know, like, I don't know, so, like a little bit low, like maybe there was something he's like troubling him or he wants to bring about, like something he wants to talk about. So, nothing like negative at all, but it's just like something maybe a little bit more serious. So I feel like maybe he would want to come through and talk to you. So meditation, and also right as you're waking up in the morning, you can ask him to come around because that's when our mind is the most calm and our, how do I say it, like our ego mind is sleeping a little bit. So our conscious mind is a little bit down, our guard is down, and spirits can get through. So yes. And then Rohari says, very similar, you need to feel your grandmother's energy. She passed away a month ago and I feel her in me. Okay. So you feel her around you or like she's with you, in you? So if that's the case, then that's the other topic, but like, yeah, to have a memory and a heart and all of that is very nice. But also it's good to talk to our loved ones when they cross over and let them know that we love them and we'll miss them. But the thing is, it's really important for them to cross fully over to the other side so that they can have their life review and get their healing and return to wholeness and be healthy. And then they can come back through as a guide, not a traditional guide, but more like a guardian angel, you know, somebody to come and give you messages and watch over you. Traditional guides stay with you. They help you plan your life before you come to Earth. So, and they stay with you your whole life, and they're there to meet you on the other side when you cross over. So, okay, let's see. Where did I buy my necklace? Thanks. So this is a Vogel Star of David. And this one has dichromatic glass in it. It's a quartz, but there's a thin layer of glass that creates that rainbow effect. And you can purchase and find all these different kinds on my website, which I didn't put in, but the link's in the bio at any of the accounts below. So amysikarskie.com. And so my friends, they have a crystal shop and they sell only authentic Vogels. So all their Vogel crystals, their wands and their pendants are cut by there's three artisans that were trained by Marcel Vogel before he crossed over, and they only work with them. So it's really like high powerful. If you know anything about crystals, then yeah, it's like practitioner, professional level stuff. So let's see. Nadia says, I don't know how to contact my spirit guides. Are spirit guides people on Earth? No, they're not. They're not. So spirit guides, I mean, people can be our guide, obviously, you know, and people can come to us and bring us messages. But the traditional sense of a spirit guide is a soul or a being that helps you plan your life, helps you plan your life. So you'll review what you want, you know, to accomplish, if there's any karma to clear, what mission you have. Is it like, are you coming into this life as a volunteer if you're here on a mission to help others, or are you coming into life because you're working through your own stuff, or maybe a little bit of both? And then they're with you from beginning to end, and you'll have a group, a collective of guides. And for the most part, a lot of spirit guides have had lives before as an incarnate being. So they're different than an archangel, where there's only 2 archangels that we're aware of that have ever come in as a human. So they have this understanding of what it's like to be in the dynamics on a planet. So whether it's Earth or a different planet, like if you're a starseed, a lot of starseeds will have star being guides that haven't had lives on Earth, because right now well, just information that I've received is just there aren't quite enough bodies. And so there's a lot of souls that want to be on Earth right now. So it's really actually like a real blessing if you guys are here. And so sometimes we joke about like, oh, I want to be taken away or I'm done or whatever. And but really the truth of it is like you signed up to be here, and it's like an honor and a great mission if you're a star being. If you're more like, if your soul, this is your first life in a body, or if Earth is the first place that you've had in a physical body, then you probably have your traditional guides that would really be dealing with like you and Earth and this atmosphere here. So it's a little bit different for everybody, but spirit guides stay with you from the beginning to the end, and to connect in with them, meditation helps. For me, actually, hypnosis was the big thing. It was when I had my first direct connection and they started talking through me. Like I would hear their voice and I would just say what was coming to me. And then energy therapy helped me to open my third eye and open my heart chakra to make that connection. So there's a lot of tools and techniques out there that can help you. And I don't know if you were at the beginning of the call, but we have a class that's starting the end of September, and it goes for 5 weeks, and it's about how to tune in and how to bring through messages. So it's called Learn to Channel, and there's a lot of different ways to channel. You can read tarot cards, you can vocal channel, you can trance channel, you can automatic write. Like there's a lot of ways. So we go through all of that, and the first 2 weeks are finding your soul vibration, tons of meditations, all about connecting in, clearing your energy so that you can tune in with non-physical beings and communicate with them. And know, the big thing is like know who you're communicating with. That's a really big one. So, okay, so good questions, you guys. Awesome. This is really fun. I'm just scrolling through. Keep putting them through. I was paused on that, and I totally see that there's tons of questions that I've missed. Jen, how do we know if we are reincarnated? I would love to know who or what my purpose is then and now. Yeah, well, unless it's your first time as a human on Earth, then you've definitely reincarnated. But even beings who have had lives off of Earth, you know, they have some past before here. So I would totally recommend you do a past life hypnosis session. You can do one with me through Skype, or you can do one with a practitioner local to you, or anybody really, just like do one. They're amazing. So that's how I found out that I was a star seed. So I had like this connection with the stars, and I would hear my guides around me, but I didn't even know what that really was until I had a regression, and it was like, oh man, you know, I'm on another planet in a life. And the other thing, when you do readings or regression work, or you're tuning in and connecting in, and you feel something so viscerally, like in your heart, or you feel it in your body, and you just know the truth of it, especially if you become emotional at all, then that's how we know, for the most part, like that's one of the strongest signs to know that you're tuning into some accurate information if it speaks to your soul. So yeah. Aw, thanks, Iconic Rose. Awesome. I'm glad you're here. Yeah, I'm glad everybody's here, so thanks for joining. And my last live I just put up on Instagram stories. We talk about some really good stuff. And then my smaller, more like private page, it's not private, but my smaller page is Amy Sikarskie. It's pinned below. I did a live on there. I'm going to get that on the IGTV also. So we talk about really fun stuff, like way out there, I guess. So like portals and energy. I'm trying to think what else. Law of attraction a little bit, crystals, clearing energy, like really, really fun stuff. So if you're interested in any of that, you should totally check it out. Leave a comment, leave a heart, let me know. So, okay, Z. Hi, Z. Oh, girl, I haven't seen you in forever. Hello. Do I do remote regressions? I do. Yeah, Zoom or Skype, so we can record it and you can have that back. When I have my regressions, everyone I've ever done, I've audio recorded, so I'd probably say we could set it up through Zoom and audio record it for you, and it's really powerful because you go, like you leave, I mean, everybody's different. There's different ways of getting information and tuning in. But for me, the first time I did it, I felt like I left my body. And so it took me about 10 minutes to get back in my physical body and really feel good. And so I'm glad that I recorded it, because it's kind of like when you go in a deep, deep dream. And so I would have forgotten a bunch of stuff. So I'm glad that I had that recorded. So, so yeah, thanks for asking. Any books, recommendations on enlightenment or meditation? I couldn't like say, yeah, I've read this one and I love it on those two topics, but I have a lot of books on my website. If you go to amysikarskie.com or raisethevibetribe.com and just go under shop or books, I can't remember, and there's tons on there that I really enjoy. And then I've wrote 2 books, so they're on there also. Messages from the Councils and Activating the Starseed are on there, and those are past life regression transcripts, and then channel messages from my guides and angels and asking questions. And it's all about the Ascension Process. Somebody just asked about, hi Surf for Sunset. What is the Ascension Process for spiritual awakening? So I look at it like there's mini ascensions. We have little light body activations, which our light bodies are aura, but we also have a structure. There's a grid that runs through it. And so what happens is light will come in, and light is coded frequency. So you can feel a vibration, but you also, it brings information and healing, and it definitely upgrades your DNA. So that book, Activating the Starseeds, a lot of people, and I know, like, I'm telling you from me, but I'm also letting you know, like, I've had feedback from a lot of people that just by having that book with them, they start to get an upgrade. And the way you'll feel an upgrade is, sorry, like, this is shaking. The way you'll feel an upgrade is, for me, it feels like electricity is running through me, and I just feel really at peace, and I don't know, it just feels really good. But you'll get upgrades. So they're called mini light body activations and the Ascension Process, because every time we tune in with a higher frequency, we entrain or raise our vibration up to meet that. And then when we can learn to hold it at that level, at that frequency, then we can go up again the next time. And so in my process, every time that happened, which my big awakening happened in 2011, so it's been a few years. So just as it's progressed, all my clair gifts are activated now, and now I'm trance channeling, where I my voice changes and my guides talk through me, and it's really funny. I mean, I love it. It's like the most beautiful feeling of love, and I would never ever recommend anybody just jump into it or start opening up. I mean, I had years of training to get there, so you want to know who you're working with and what's coming through, like who's speaking through you. And but so now I'm at that level, and so basically, not everybody, that I know that's not for everybody. So I'm not saying that's going to happen or to even have that as a goal. But what I'm saying is your gifts will activate, and you'll start to have memories that will come through, and past life, soul level talents that you have, just innate abilities will just start happening for you through that activation and ascension process. And there's so many side effects of it, but they're good side effects. Like, your heart space will open, you'll start to feel one with humanity, you'll just have a big love for everyone, you'll just feel positive. Not all the time, I mean, we're still human, we have issues, but you work through them a lot quicker, that's for sure. So okay, so let me just check some questions here. So, Naomiva, are regressions sometimes frightening? I'm interested, but I don't want to be too distressed. Well, if somebody, there's techniques. So, if you go to a past life that was a traumatic one, then you don't have to go all the way in it. You watch it like you're watching a movie, and that really helps. So, there's techniques that your regressionist would help you with, for sure. And, okay, so let's see. What is the best way to stay in a high vibrational frequency? Positive thoughts and clearing other people's nonsense out of your field. If you're empathic, then that means that you feel other people's emotions, and you can also pick up on telepathy on their thoughts. So always be in check with your thoughts, and half the time just say, is this even my own? I've had to do that so many times. You're in a funk and you're like, why am I in a funk? Is this even my own energy? What's going on? And then you just clear it out. So, and then from there, just staying positive. And that doesn't mean that we pretend that stuff's not happening. I mean, it just means that we have a positive attitude, where if we are going through something, we say, hey, let's work through this, and then you work through it. So, so yeah, so let me see what else. Oh, you're always practicing and envisioning, but worrying I'm doing it wrong. Well, yeah, envisioning is great, but also like just feeling that love and joy in your heart will do it for you. So it's also about the sensation, like how do you feel in that moment? So that's the biggest thing, because you can put together a thought, you can put together a plan, but if you don't have the energy to support it, it's just not even going to happen. My necklace is funny. It's like standing on end. That was so funny. So let's see. Mrs. Fantastic. Oh, thanks. Yeah, you should get the book. It's on Kindle, it's on Amazon, and you can find it through any of the links on Raise the Vibe Tribe or Amy Sikarskie or Starlight Photos, which is my other account, but I'm not on there right now. I don't know. Yeah, I started it when I first started Instagram, and I'm just kind of like, I feel like a fresh new vibe, a fresh new account, some new energy. Let's see. Okay. Hi, Rich. My day's going great. Thanks. How was yours? Oh, hi, Katie. Her books are amazing. You feel the energy in your body as you read them. It's so cool. Yes, girl. Yes. So I'm glad that you share with everybody that it's like a real situation. It's a real deal there. Okay, so I'm drawn to read this next question because I also am feeling like there's a message for more than one person here. So this is Dami Del Pilar. I'm saying it wrong, I'm sure. But Amy, hi, I wonder, why does my soul feel so tired? I was born sad and tired, I think, and I've been dealing with depression since I was a kid. What should I do? I would work with an energy therapist if you want. You can also do hypnosis by a trained therapist. Either like, somebody that's more mainstream that does hypnosis, or a hypnotherapist that's really in tune spiritually, because I'm feeling like there might be something that you came in with, so either past life or, let me just tune in for you real quick. It's past life energy. If you can clear it, you'll feel so much better, because it's attracting other energies towards you. Some people, and this is in messages from the councils, some people will come in and then like immediately they'll get a spirit attachment, and then they'll feel off their whole life. And I know it sounds so crazy and maybe scary, but it's real. Like, I've seen it and I've helped to release it, and it's life-changing. Like, I mean, that's probably one of the things that, in all of my practice that I do, when I can do a spirit release for somebody and they feel like a completely new person, it's like the most amazing thing. It's like, so, I'm just so grateful, it's like so humbling to be able to help them with that. So, but for you, I'm feeling that it's past life energy that's followed you through. And also there is some energy that needs to be released that doesn't belong to you. Like, you brought stuff through that wasn't your own. And so you can't feel in your highest joy, like you're not feeling in your highest alignment. And also think about when we leave this earth, the state of our heart, the state of our energy, our thoughts, our vibration really plays a significant role in where we go. So we ascend into the higher dimensions and into the higher realms. And if we're in a state of like distraught when we cross over, a lot of souls will stay around earth trying to heal that and figure it out. And a lot of times their guides will come through and help them heal it and pull them to the other side. But you also have people that get caught in the karmic wheel, meaning, of course, we all come back. If that's our path, and if we're human at a soul level, we'll come back. If you're not, if you're a star being, you're not guaranteed to come back to Earth. It's not your home, really. You're kind of just a visitor here, doing, like a mission. So that's really cool too to talk about that. But you'll have your stuff to work through. So what I feel like is you came in really quick and it didn't get cleared out before you came back in. You just got pulled back in. So let's see. What do you say about binaural beats? I think they're great. I don't use them because I just have a different technique, but they are they get you at that brainwave state, like that theta state where we go for regression work and hypnosis and all of that, to connect in with the other side. So, hi Beach Love, you've lost 2 children. Are they with me and around me? Yes, they are, but I do feel that there's like a male energy, like a little boy, so I don't know if you know the genders, but he's getting ready to come back in, to incarnate back in. So when we incarnate back in, we take a part of our energy, goes in the physical body, not all of it. So his higher self, his soul, will be with you. So you can totally tune in and talk to him whenever you would like to, and he's around. Absolutely. So they're like your little guardian angels, is what I'm hearing. So yeah. I am from the United States. Yes, that's the country that I am from and where I am. Tips for anxiety. Well, energetically speaking, hold on, I'm going to fix my camera. I have, like, what do you call it, a selfie stick? It's not doing a very good job. It doesn't let me hold my phone vertical, so it's all kind of crazy. Anxiety. Okay, from an energetic standpoint, a lot of times when somebody comes with anxiety, or when I have anxiety and I check my field, there's energy at my heart chakra. And it's just like stress of the day, or other people's projections, or if I have a million projects that I want to get done and all of that stress piles up, then I feel it at my heart chakra. So for me, I clear it, and you can do that with breath work, guided meditations, with light. If you do energy work at all, you guys can try it. Like, even if you've not been trained, just try it. You just visualize, okay, what does this energy look like if I were to see it? What would it look like, or feel it? And then I clear it away, so I push some of it away, or I'll have it line up. I know it's crazy, but I'll be like, okay, line up one at a time. I'm going to process all this energy, like piece by piece, not all at once. So that's one way. If you get anxiety when you go out in crowds, large groups of people, when you're traveling, that's probably because you're empathic and you're picking up on the energy around you, and your system cannot process it. So there are many of us that are super, super, super sensitive to energy, and that just means that, you know, we can feel it, we can tune in, but then when we're empathic on top of that, that means we feel shit that isn't our own, and it's a very uncomfortable place to be. So sound therapy helps with that. It helps me anyways. Mantras, meditation, and visualization help me to clear that. So those are some ways that I would recommend. Beach moonlight. How do I forgive myself for my depressed past? You just have to forgive yourself. That's like, sometimes I feel like we're the hardest on us. And I went through a period in my life where I knew for my own health and healing that I had to forgive myself of things. And I just gave myself a pass, which I think you should too. Like, we're human, stuff happens. There's a lot of stuff that happens energetically that we don't know about. There's a lot of stuff that can happen that, you know, is based upon the energy of other people, or maybe it came in from a past life or whatever, and so then maybe we make the wrong mistakes, or we make mistakes, but we learn from it. So if you could find it in your heart to forgive somebody else, like, you should just give yourself that same gift and forgive yourself and move forward. If it's something that still triggers you, then I would say do what's called a crystal release, and you do that with a crystal wand, a Vogel crystal, or... Sorry, I'm getting all these texts coming through. A crystal release, or work with a therapist to extract that from your system, because it's basically a program that's embedded in your field, and you can pull it out. And I've done that for myself, and it works. so it works. So yeah, so you can do that. Jules, how do I start energy work? I've recently discovered that I'm an empath after leaving my abusive husband. I'm looking for a good place to start so I can control my emotions and block others' emotions. Yeah. So first of all, I would say absolutely, like, understanding what a chakra is, how it influences you, your system, and your light body, so your aura. So I would say, if you haven't already, pick up the book Hands of Light by Barbara Ann Brennan, and then her more advanced one is Light Emerging. So once you get through Hands of Light, then try that one. Any books on chakras. You can take energy classes, which I offer some on my website that are remote, like online, and then we're going to meet up. So I have a few that haven't started yet. I have 5 classes I'm getting on our school platform, but I just haven't. But I have all the Reiki classes if you wanted to start that. But for you specifically, for anybody, before you start working on anybody, it's really important that you do your own work and start working, like, on yourself, and then it's an ongoing process. It's an ongoing process. Every day I check my energy, like, you know, I have to feel if something's off or not, and if it is, fix it. So you don't want to start working with the public and transfer energy over, like, vibrations, if you're not clear and healed yourself to the best that you can be. So So first start working with yourself, go see a trained therapist, get some sessions done on you, read up on it, take some classes. There's tons of classes out there. I offer them. There's other teachers. There's also information, like free information you can find online. But the benefit of a class is that you had a community and you have a mentor, and I couldn't tell you like how significant and important it was for me to be able to ask a question and not only have somebody give me information, based upon like just generally speaking and book smarts and stuff, but also based upon like they can read my energy and tell me how it's infecting or influencing me. That was really important in my awakening process. And okay, so that's what I would start. And if you want to take any classes with me, you can DM me, or the link is at below at Angel Chat Classroom, or any of the websites will get you to some of the classes I offer. Do I sometimes feel human thoughts? Yes. And everybody does, really, but you might not know it. So when somebody's projecting a thought towards you, it influences or it impacts your auric field. And they talk about that in Activating the Starseed. Marcel Vogel has done a lot. You just Google or YouTube Marcel Vogel and look up his stuff, especially the one on dowsing rods. He has a YouTube about dowsing rods. Seriously, you'll just like, it's mind-opening when you can see it with your physical eyes, how our thoughts and other people's thoughts affect our auric field, affect our energy. But also, sometimes people will think other people's thoughts if they're tuned into the same frequency, so telepathy. And if you have an energy that's not in a human body, so a ghost, you could call it, or whatever, something in the astral realm near you, you can start to feel their emotions and hear their thoughts. That's why it's so important, if you are sensitive and empathic, to clear and know what your soul vibration is, so that when something comes in that isn't yours, you can get that out of there and have your own autonomy. So okay, cool. So do insects have spirits? Well, so here's the theory that I really resonated with, and it was in one of my books, not my books, but a book that I read, I think it was a shaman book. Yeah. The Four Winds Society, Alberto something with a V, I believe it was one of his books. And he was talking about how, I think it was him, crap, I don't know. Anyways, this is the theory, and it felt good to me, that insects are like a collective consciousness. So they do have a soul, they do have a spirit. It's not a human soul, like it's different, but humans can go in. Like if you could want to merge with an insect and experience that if you wanted for a little bit. When that happens, it's typically really pretty brief. Like you could, from a spiritual standpoint, merge with a tree, merge with a bird, merge with a rock, whatever. You can merge with anything and feel what it feels like to be that. You can do it now if you have that ability to pop out of body, and if you know how to do that, or you can do it in spirit state when you're not here. So there is consciousness to it, but they kind of work as a group, a collective consciousness. So yes, I'm scrolling. Wow, lots of questions. I'm super far behind. Scarlet Begonias, hi. I would really like to know why I keep seeing 1, 2, 3. 5 to 10 times every day. Are my guides trying to tell me something? Yeah, I would look at that you're definitely, they're trying to make a connection. I feel like it's going beyond just synchronicity. So look up angel numbers and look that sequence up. I mentioned yesterday or 2 days ago on that live, my favorite place for that is sacredscribes.blogspot.com, angel numbers, and you can put in any sequence of numbers and get a message. So, okay, hi, okay, Marty, or Mary. I have terrible memory. Can it have anything to do with past, yes, trauma, yes, past life, yes, everything, yeah. So it can deal with trauma. Is it short-term or long-term memory? If it's long-term memory, then it would definitely could be based on something that happened to your physical body in this life. So you might be a walk-in, maybe. I've seen that. Or, yeah, that could be, or something traumatic happened in this life, either emotionally or physically. And so I would only recommend you work with like a trained professional that would help people for that. So like the type of therapist that your insurance company would pay for, like that kind of a thing, that has a degree and years of studying so that you're just in the right hands if you uncover a trauma. I mean, I'm a hypnotherapist and I'm a nurse, but that's something that I don't even feel I'm certified or trained in. And I'm just saying that because, you know, it doesn't take that much to be a hypnotherapist, really. It doesn't take that much. I mean, yes, I had to do training. Yes, I had to put hours in, but did I have to get a degree in psychology? No. And I think that when you're starting to mess, like, and dig deep in the mind in any trauma, you should work with somebody that has experience with that for sure and knows the proper protocol. So just be like in the best hands. So I would research somebody to work with. Also, if that all checks out clear and everything's great, then you might be a walk-in, which walk-in is a really kind of interesting phenomenon. I have a friend who's a walk-in. I know some people who are walk-ins, and that's when the spirit that had the body before you, they were done. They're like, I'm done. I've done everything I want to do in life, and I'm ready to go. And then they'll make a contract or like an agreement with another spirit to come in and live out the rest of their life. So when walk-ins come in, a lot of things happen. So if this happened, then you might like consider that it could be a possibility. So their personality changes a little bit. Their interests change a little bit. Their family kind of won't recognize them so much. And a lot of times marriages can end, relationships can end, they can move. They might start like having a love for a different culture, speaking a different language, all of this. Like everything about them can really change. At a soul level, the new soul will have studied with the former soul and kind of like known everything about the life. And so they have some memory, but they don't always have the emotional attachment to it, or it feels like maybe it wasn't their life, it was just a dream or a memory. So that's all long-term memory loss and stuff like that. But yeah, it's really like a nice way to keep a body. If a spirit's ready to leave, then it happens at a soul level. And it can also happen around trauma. So if somebody's been in a coma, if they've been in the hospital, like a significant surgery, those are all times when spirits can, or souls I should say, can easily transfer bodies. So yeah, let's see. Okay, I am Sonic. For me, everything is aligned and connected to the point. It seems to be unrealistic. Sometimes I sense things before they happen. What does that mean? It just means you're tuned in and you're in the flow. So take that as a gift. And also, like, when everything's great, that's fantastic. But also it's a blessing, because if you sense something that's coming in the future that maybe you could, should be aware of, you know, like nothing, I mean, it can be something crazy, but maybe it's like, oh, you know, I'm sensing there's going to be a shift in my finances or my relationship or whatever, then you kind of have a heads up. So that's really, really cool, really nice. It just feels like your soul, like you are really advanced and you're able to move forward in timelines. So you're able to look into the future, which is really, really cool. Really, really cool. Oh, hi, Janelle. Oh, you're about to have your baby. Okay. Check your energy field and offer any support or advice. Well, congrats. I'm really excited for you. I'm hearing a lot of like rest, bed rest, just like lying down with your feet up will be really good for you. Also, if you wanted to find, which you might already be doing this, like hypnotherapy, guided meditations for relaxation, positive messages around birth, talking to your baby, just envisioning, like making that connection with them, that they're going to come out the right way, right, head down and all of that. So it's just kind of final preparations, also working with your kiddos, your family, and just talking to them about like the transition that will happen and how it will affect them and their thoughts and feelings about it. So yeah, but other than that, I'm just feeling like maybe there's a little bit of energetic depletion, which of course happens, but physically look into, like maybe it's called tissue salts or minerals, like vitamins and minerals, so you don't get depleted. All right, yeah, that's what I'm feeling for you there. Let's see. EMB, I feel like I have a big purpose in life. How can I find out? I've been obsessed with skies ever since my brain injury. Oh, okay. Yeah. So I would say for everybody, big purpose in life, how can I find out? Seriously, meditation, hypnotherapy, energy work, anything where you're quiet and you can just connect in with your soul. Clear your field and then just start asking questions. So automatic writing, that too. And a lot of us came to Earth just to, you know, be a light, just to hold a frequency, a vibration. So then from there we have a lot of leeway and we get to plan what kind of career we want, if we want to be in a relationship or not, like all of that. So a lot of it's up to us just for fun. You can think of life and Earth as a school and a playground, and you can have a great time here. So so there's that possibility. Oh, I missed your thing. So sometimes I have people that feel this strong calling that they have like this really important mission, and then we get to the answer of it and it's like, yeah, you're just supposed to be here. But that's important. That is a mission. That is a strong mission too, especially if you're if Earth isn't your original home of origin. So like your first incarnation would have been on Earth, like if you were a star being or Earth angel. So okay, let's see, love life, see anything since the death of my son, I can't remember. I'm kind of like trying to do ones that maybe people can connect in also and get information from. So the death of my son, why can't I not remember dreams? What am I blocking? Yeah, I'm definitely feeling there's a block. So I would start to do energy therapy through guided meditation for yourself, or sound healing at night before you go to bed. Also, you can write out your intention, and the other thing, like if it were to be physical, I just started this HGH gel that I love, and if you're interested, let me know. Like just send me a DM. But it's on my, no, it's not on my website. I need to get it there. But ever since I started it, it's a human growth hormone stimulant, so it stimulates you to produce your own human growth hormone. And my dreams have been off the chart, man. Like, I sleep so good. My dreams are, I mean, I already see visions anyways, like in my dreams and when I'm doing readings for people, but now it's like full color, you know, it's just like really amazing. So it might be something physically too that, due to the stress of it all, that your chemistry could be altered a little bit. So I would say do everything you can for your physical body, and then also look at the energies, like your energy field, and just clearing that out. So yeah. Let's see. Just gonna look. I can't sleep at all. Yeah, that really, really helped me, you guys. And I mean, I get sleep, but it just helped me get a really deep sleep. Lauren Stardust, I've been a nurse for 15 years. Recently in my spiritual awakening, I feel like this is not my life purpose. Any thoughts on that? Yeah, I transitioned out of nursing too. So what I would go back to the heart of it is like what drew you to it to begin with. And if it was just money, then you're going to have to start a whole other conversation. But if it was a passion for it, if it was something that you really enjoy, like being there and helping other people, then there might be another avenue that you can do that. So, so any thoughts on that? Also, yeah, I'm hearing a rebirth for you, so you are stepping into a new transition. Like, you guys, our world is so amazing right now. Just think about all the technological advancements that have happened. I mean, here we are. Where is everybody from? You know, I'm in Texas, and I'm sure there's a bunch of you on here from other countries, clear across the world, right? So put up where you're from. Like, it's just the coolest thing. So we should not limit ourselves, I feel, to just one experience in life. I've lived in many places. I've had many types of jobs. I could go on and on about stuff like that, you know, just like, and plus if you're starving, or you're just like one of those adventure souls, we like to experience things, a lot of things, really rich, and really like dig into it and feel it. So, so I would say if you're feeling like it's a transitionary time, go with that, explore what's calling to your heart. And I definitely heard it was a transition for you, like a next chapter. So, oh, okay, cool. Pennsylvania, Canada, Florida, Wisconsin, Maryland, woohoo! New York, U.S. Virgin Islands, Nepal. Hey, Nepal, that's so cool. Georgia, Maryland, Cali, Georgia, Scotland. Hey, Scotland. Yeah, you guys see what I'm talking about? Like, it's just so cool that we can all meet. Arlington, Texas, you are my neighbor. I'm in Dallas. Sweden, hey. Los Angeles, very cool. Missouri, Australia. Yeah, you guys, it's so cool. LA, awesome. California. I mean, it's just so great to me, and I feel like if you're here, we have a very similar vibration, right? Especially if you're still on. The hour's almost up. So, Just 1 minute left. So I just want to remind you guys of the classes that I have. I also have self-study classes that that I'll be putting up some more of, but the Reikis are up. My friend has a mediumship course. Our Learn to Channel is a pretty awesome course. We just completed our first class of it. The 5 weeks ended last week, and it was beyond amazing. So it's like life-changing, it really is. So if you're interested, let me know. And yeah, so I'm also planning, I haven't set a date yet, but I want to do a group meditation. And a lot of the questions that I get asked about, you know, their light body and chakras and auras and clearing, and also just bringing in love and peace and raising the vibration. So I want to do that, so stay tuned for all of that. And love you all so much. So we'll stay connected. I want to pop on one more time this week. Not sure when it will be. But, oh, hi, Sylvia. Hey, girl, and thanks. And for those of you that are meeting up tonight on our channel, Practicum, I'll see you guys in about 20 minutes. Everybody else, I'll see you next time. Bye.